we was really excited because with 30,000 albums, our first, we were supposed to chart, and I would have been like top 5 albums in, and I was like, man, we did it. And I get a call from a company called Luminate. Luminate works with Billboard. They decide who charts and how it goes, and we like, man, we sold 30,000 units. And they come back and they say, none of your units count. All that hard work you did, it's for you and your community to enjoy, but it don't count for what we do. And we like, well, why? And they said, well, you called some of your fans that bought albums, you did pop-up shows, you did live streams, and you set a goal and said you was gonna sell this much. That's incentivizing them to support you. And I said, so marketing and promoting. At first it was bothering me because it's like, man, like we grind. What you talking about? Like, we really did. I broke records. I sold out for 20,000, 18,000, 11. What y'all talking about? Publicly, we the first people who ever made album sales transparent. You seen every sale live. Nobody, no other artist, the industry don't do it. And they said, nah, that don't count here. They game, they rules. And that's cool. It's like, we're going to take our ball and we're going to do what we do over here. And I'm going to make y'all look culturally incompetent. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's like, let come what may. And the fact that it happened to me, of all people, is like, I'm the one who going to go speak and go educate. All right, it's cool. Let me tell the people what's going on, though, and then y'all could talk to that. So it is what it is. We didn't chart, but we know what the fuck we did.
What's going on with the world? It's your boy Moss. And man, this is messed up. This is very, very messed up. And when I saw this, when I saw LaRussell talking about this on Instagram, I ain't even lie, I was not surprised. I wasn't. Now, I know everyone has been kicking LaRussell's back in due to his comments he made about Lil Wayne a couple of weeks ago, but I'm not even here to talk about that because that's in the past. I'm ready to talk about this situation here. And this is messed up because this is the reason why, a lot of people get so fed up with the music industry in general. Now, outside of, the business stuff and the way people are, supposed to be paid, when you come to stuff like this is just flat out bogus. Like, this man sold 30,000 units on his own through his fan base. And through this BS technicality that they made up, they telling him his stuff won't count, so therefore he's disqualified for his project to be put on the Billboard charts. And the reason why I'm not surprised is because if you've been paying attention to the movement and everything that LaRussell has built over the years, I'm pretty sure that the billboards and other channels and things like that have been watching him for the longest, and I'm pretty sure they had it made up in their mind that they were going to try their best to try to exclude him from anything when it comes to Billboard charts and things like that. And it doesn't surprise me because the way the industry is, especially today, when you're doing something that has nothing to do with them and they're not able to really benefit from it, they're going to try to do anything to keep you out of, so their infrastructure as far as the charts and things like that. Because what I don't get is that, okay, you got artists and you got labels out here buying streams and things like that to go along with their artists' projects and albums and singles to make it seem like the single's really big. And you got people out here buying these fake Spotify streams to get these fake plaques and stuff like that. They don't say anything about that as far as these bots. They have no problem with that. And they have no problem with these AI artists out here selling singles and building up millions of streams. But yet you have an actual real human being, a real artist who built his own everything. And y'all mean to tell me you're not going to count his album sales towards for his latest project and going to tell him his project is disqualified from hitting the Billboard charts? I feel like for LaRussell, even though he, struck a deal with Rock Nation and stuff like that, I feel like this is where he really needs to be careful on what he does while he's in this industry because they already plotting it to try to exclude him from anything or try to keep him from. They're gonna try to really blackball him, in my opinion. They're gonna try to blackball him because, like I said, they've been paying attention and watching him for the longest, and now that he's on his way, far as what he's built, and he got the deal with Rock Nation, they're gonna try their best to try to keep him down. They're gonna try anything that he does. They're gonna try to downplay it. And this is crazy though. Like, dang, y'all had all these artists doing all these tricks and stuff to sell records, as far as with the merchandise and all this stuff. I know they stopped it now, but they had no problem while that was going on. But this situation right here is just crazy, man. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about it, man.